was looking at the time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Focus 6 to 7. We are live. Do you want to do some introductions while people are joining us?
Yep. Okay, so if you don't know me already, my name is Jenna. I'm a teacher at Bologna Mille, and I'm from the Bahamas, and my hobbies are dance and theater.
Dance and theater. I'm Kendra, if you've not seen me already, and I'm 29 years old. I'm originally from Seattle in the United States. I'm going to move my computer so you can't see the little drawings next to me. Okay. And I've lived and worked in Bologna for almost 2 years. And yeah, that's enough about me. But we have some questions for you guys today. We're curious, where did you go on your last holiday? How did you get there? What was your holiday like? And what type of holiday was it? So what about you, Jenna? Where did you go on your last holiday?
So my last holiday, I went back home to the Bahamas. I stayed with my family, and I went there by plane. I had to take 3 planes to get back there. My holiday was really relaxing. It was quite warm considering it was Christmas time, winter time. And what type of holiday was it? Christmas holiday.
Yeah, Christmas holiday
with the family.
With family. No, that was also the same for mine. Hello, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, my last holiday, where did you go? I went home, exactly, to Seattle to see my mom. And I also went there by plane, but only 2 planes. So it wasn't so bad. Actually, no, I took a bus and then 2 planes. And on the way back, 2 planes and then 2 trains.
Oh, wow.
Because I flew out of Milan, not from Bologna. So I had to get to Milan. So next time I will not be doing that. And my holiday also was very relaxing. I stayed inside a lot and I visited my friends. And the type of holiday was a Christmas holiday. Nothing, no beach holiday, no. But what about before Christmas? Where did you go? What was your last holiday?
Honestly, before Christmas, my last holiday was again to the Bahamas in the summer.
Okay.
I went in the summer and in the winter.
Okay, yeah. All right.
It's been a while since I've traveled outside of Italy to anywhere other than home.
Other than home. Yeah, I think mine, I went to Paris in November. And I went by plane, and it was very cold in Paris, and it was very exciting. We had a lot to do. We walked a lot, and it was a city break. That was the type of holiday. It was a city break just for a few days. But we're getting some comments. Hello, Giovanna. Welcome. Excuse me. Vivi said on her last holiday, she went to Macedonia by plane to visit her boyfriend. Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Giovanna, we're good. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah. Answer our questions for us. Where did you go on your last holiday? How did you get there? What was it like? And what type of holiday was it? And let us know in those comments. We're curious. Let us know. Where would you like to go for your next holiday, other than the Bahamas, Jenna?
Oh gosh, my next holiday. Oh, I want to go back to Scotland.
Okay.
I want to take a friend of mine to Scotland because they've never been, but I think they'll really enjoy it.
Very nice. No, I've also never been to Scotland. I'd like to go. I definitely need to go to Dublin because I have friends there.
Yeah, Dublin I've been to. Dublin's nice too.
Yeah, I want to go there. I also need to go to London. to visit some extended family, we'll say.
Have you been to anywhere in the UK before?
Yeah, I've been to London before, but it was when I was 14. So a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, very long time ago. Hello, Raisa. Hello. So again, guys, answer our special question that's on the screen. Tell us about your last holiday. How did you get there? What was it like? Tell us in the comments. We'll give you guys just a couple more minutes and then we'll start with our focus. No, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've only been to London one time and that's it.
Okay. Huh.
I need to go explore more of the UK, of England. Yeah. But I know I really want to go to Scotland and Ireland to see all the nature out there.
Yeah, the people are really friendly. There's a lot of, like in Edinburgh, despite it being the capital of Scotland, there are a lot of open green spaces, and there's a castle like right in the center of the city.
I like that. I like the castles. Okay.
Yeah.
Giovanna says she went to Calabria last summer for her holiday in a holiday village. What's a holiday village? Do you know, Jenna? I'm not sure. Holiday village?
I imagine it's like a boutique hotel. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Maybe. Can you tell us more, Giovanna? Tell us more, Giovanna. What do you mean by holiday village? Maybe, or like a bed and breakfast? Or maybe a resort.
Could be resort, yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah, tell us more, Giovanna. What was it like? What was there? Can you describe the holiday village a little more? And Raisa, let us know. What about your last holiday? Tell us in the comments. I'm curious. Yeah.
Also, careful, Giovanna. It's not I went in, but I went to Calabria.
Good. Another correction. I went to. I think I just like read over it. Okay. Valentina says yes, like an all-inclusive resort, possibly for the holiday village. Interesting. Okay. Nice, Giovanna. I didn't know there was an all-inclusive resort in Calabria, but sounds nice. And
more of a
reason
to go.
What?
More of a reason to go to Calabria.
Yeah, more of a reason to go. Exactly. Alice says, on my last holiday, I went to Paris with my friends. Yeah, me too. The one before Christmas. Nice, you guys. Okay. Well, if anyone else wants to answer our question, you can, but we're going to take a look at our focus today, travel agency. Okay. Jenna, you want to read?
Yeah. Okay. So travel agency, in this focus activity, talking about travel, describing a place, and in a travel agency.
Good. Ooh, and we have some more comments. Do you want to read them?
Yeah. I went in Sicilia last summer with my friend. Okay. Remember, it's go to a place. So I went to Sicily. Oh, and Sicily is with a Y at the end in English. Okay, lovely. We went to Sicily in December, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. Yeah, that was another time, I guess, if you want to count that as a holiday. Yeah. What about Valentina?
My last holiday was in London last January.
Good. Yeah, Valentina, you're not a 6 to 7, but she's finding us on. I know she's not a 6 to 7, but okay, guys, feel free to keep answering that question, but let's take a look at our first slide. So, prepositions. I like traveling by bus, by plane, by boat, by train, by motorcycle, by camper, or I like going on a cruise. That might be a new word for some people. Cruise. I used to work on a cruise ship. So a cruise, if anyone's wondering, it's a very, very big ship, kind of like a hotel on the water, and you can travel to different cities on the cruise, but everything you need is on the ship. Yeah. I like to think of it as a hotel on water.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, actually, this summer, I went on a cruise with my family before going to the Bahamas.
Yeah. I've never been on a cruise only for enjoyment. I've only worked.
Yeah, you worked, of course.
Yeah. Hopefully that's clear for everyone. Actually, if you look at the picture, this one is a cruise ship. So they're very, very big, kind of like a hotel on water. Right.
So tell us, how do you prefer traveling? Which of these means of transport and why?
Yeah. But we have one already. Giovanna, I like traveling by car because I adore driving. Very nice. Okay, yeah. What do you prefer, Jenna?
I think I prefer traveling by train. If it's just a few hours, train ride. I prefer traveling by train because I like that you can see the landscape on either side of you, and it's quite comfortable as well.
Yeah, I agree. I like traveling by train. If it's close, if it's not too far, I prefer to travel by train. Otherwise, I travel by plane.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense. Why not? Yeah. But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. I like traveling, because just like Giovanna said. Oop, here they come. They always appear at the same time. So Vivi, I prefer traveling by train so I can enjoy the view and relax. In English, it's not reflexive. To relax. So without myself. Then Raisa, I prefer traveling by plane because your subject, it is very fast. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Rafael says that he went to Thailand by plane. Wonderful. Raisa added because it's very fast. It's maybe a short trip.
A short trip. Yeah.
In English, to travel is a verb. Do you use trip or journey, Jenna?
Myself, trip.
Okay. Trip, I'll say, or journey is the noun. Put that up for everyone. So travel is the verb and trip, journey is the noun. So it's a short trip. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Journey is used more to talk about the time taken traveling from one place to another, and a trip is your actual holiday or your actual time in another city.
Yeah, I never really use journey unless I'm trying to be like almost poetic.
Yeah,
I always say trip. Personally. Obviously, we use our vocabulary in individual ways.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've also heard that journey is a little more British, just like holiday or vacation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it does seem a bit more British, journey.
Yeah. What else, you guys? What else do you prefer? How do you like to travel? Also, we have a second question we want to ask you, which was using, how do I want to word this? When do you use each mode of transportation? When do you use the types of transportation? I'm going to write this. When do you use these types of transportation? Okay.
Right.
I say
So for example, I travel by bus if I'm going from one part of the city to another part of the city. When do you travel by plane? When do you travel by boat?
Exactly. Yeah, I also travel by bus if I'm going if it's far, like maybe from the city center to a city outside the city center, like another suburb, or by train. Otherwise, I travel by bike, another mode of transportation we don't have on there. I travel by bike in the city center. I travel by plane when I go to different countries or cities that are in the south. When do you travel by plane, Jenna?
Yeah, obviously, if I'm having to travel longer distances to another country, that's usually when I travel by plane.
Yeah, or like travel home.
Yeah, or like we did in December when we traveled to Sicily.
Okay, yeah, exactly. We needed to take a plane then. Also, let's see. I travel by boat, or I have traveled by boat. Let's say this. I traveled by boat. I'm changing my tense. I traveled by boat when I went to Sardinia. I also traveled by boat to islands near Seattle. We have some islands in the Puget Sound near my home.
Nice.
And I traveled by ferry, not by boat. That might be a new word for people. Okay, there it goes. Is a type of boat, but normally you use it to go from one city across the water to another city. So normally you take a ferry from Livorno to Sardinia, where you put the cars and the people to get from city to city. Ooh, we have some more comments. Let's see. I feel like I'm talking a lot, Jenna. I don't know if I want the responsibility of one entire slide. Do you want to read some of these?
Okay. Let's see. I don't like to travel by car because I'm always tired. Okay, yeah, it can be a bit tiring to travel by car. I travel by train when I go to another city that is in my region.
Nice. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, me too.
But I prefer to travel by plane when I go to other countries, understandably.
Yeah. Same here. I don't think I ever travel by motorcycle. I'm a little afraid of motorcycles.
When I was in primary school, one of my best friends, her dad had a motorcycle and he drove us to school one day in it.
Really? My dad has a motorcycle, but I'm okay riding on the back, but I cannot. I will not drive a motorcycle.
No, I've never driven a motorcycle. No, I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, honestly. No. I've been on the back, and I like being on the back, but not driving. Raffaele says, I love to travel by plane to London. I love to travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can say I love to travel or I love traveling. Both are possible.
Yeah. And Pasquale, I travel by ferry in the summer from Amalfi to Salerno, exactly, because traffic is terrible. Good. Ferry. Good job, Pasquale. Mm-hmm. Yeah, using our new vocabulary word. And let us know, what about by boat or by camper? When do you guys travel by camper? Do you ever travel by camper, Jenna?
I don't think I've ever traveled by camper. No, have you?
I don't think so. Not like in the camper. I've gone camping, but it was never this kind of camper where it's the camper and the truck.
Right.
It was always like the camper separate and then the car pulling the camper.
Right, the camper.
I've done that. But never in a camper. Not my favorite. I don't like it.
No. I would say my least favorite means of travel is plane.
Plane.
Yeah.
Why?
I just find them to be uncomfortable. I mean, I guess if it's a 30-minute or an hour's flight, it's okay. But I just find planes incredibly uncomfortable. And if you're traveling for a very long distance, and I just I don't know, being like shoulder to shoulder with people that you don't really know or don't know at all usually.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable. It's definitely not my favorite, but I've had to travel by plane so often in my life that it's kind of okay. Like I know what to expect. I'm used to it. I'm accustomed to it, but yeah, not my favorite. Should we move on to our next slide for everyone? I think we're done with some of our comments. Okay. So, okay, your turn.
Yeah. Okay, describing a destination. So some of you have maybe been to Paris. What is Paris like? What can you see there? How is the food? What are the hotels like? How expensive is it? What can you do there? And what's the weather like? So if you've been there, great, you can describe it easily. If you haven't, you can just say what you know or what you can imagine Paris is like in the comments.
And we actually had another comment from the last slide. Raffaele said, I quite like to travel by ferry to Rome. Ooh, interesting. Where are you starting from, Raffaele? Where's the start city? And he also never uses the bus, motorcycle, usually uses the car. I usually use car. Good. Giovanna, Paris is a wonderful city. I agree. I really like Paris.
Yeah, there's so many things to do. I actually lived in Paris for 5 months during my Erasmus year at university because I studied French. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was a point in which I had a lot of free time. So it was like every day for 2 weeks, I decided to like discover something new. Oh. And there were always things to see. Like you just never run out of things to do in Paris.
Yeah, I really liked it. And actually, I didn't realize Giovanna is also answering the first question. What is Paris like? It's a wonderful city.
It's a wonderful city. Good. Yeah, careful, Giovanna. Wonderful, 1L.
In the comments. So answer these questions for us in the comments, you guys. Always be careful too. What is Paris like? We want a description. Describe Paris to us.
And remember, when you're answering the first question, even though we use like in the question, you don't use like in the answer. Okay, so Paris is expensive. Whatever you want to say, just remember, don't use the word like in your answer.
Okay. And Raffaele responded, he lives in Salerno, so that makes more sense. Salerno to Rome. Yeah. Good. Okay, so tell us in the comments, how about we start answering this while we wait for some more answers? Mm-hmm. What do you think Paris is like, Jenna?
I think Paris is incredibly beautiful. It's expensive and it has a magical quality to it.
A what quality?
Magical.
Oh, magical. It's magical. Yeah. Okay. What can you see there?
You can see the Eiffel Tower, which is like the most famous landmark in Paris. There's the Arc de Triomphe. There's the museum. There are many museums. The food, well, maybe we'll let the students answer the rest of the questions.
Yeah, we're getting some more comments in here. So, Raisa, should I read or do you want to read?
I'll read it. Okay. So Raisa says, Paris is a beautiful city. I love Paris because you can visit museums and the Eiffel Tower. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. And the Eiffel Tower. Don't forget, Paris is a beautiful city. A beautiful city.
Mhm.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Giovanna?
Giovanna says you can see Eiffel. Okay, you can see the Eiffel Tower, Arc of Triomphe, and Notre Dame. Yes.
Mhm. Vivi has a lot to say.
Vivi says, I went to Paris when I was 10. I remember it was a beautiful city with beautiful places to visit as the Louvre and Notre Dame. Visits such as the Louvre and
Yeah.
Notre
Either such as or like.
Both, yeah, both.
Yeah, beautiful places to visit like the Louvre and Notre Dame. Put that in the comments for you, Viv. And Raffaele?
Paris is a modern city, yes.
Definitely. Good. So keep going with the questions, you guys. Like, how is the food? Jenna, what do you think the food is like? How is the
The
food?
food is awesome. I love French food. I think I probably gained a bit of weight while I was in Paris. I was doing okay before I got there, but I would just go into the different patisseries and have eclairs and every other day I'd have street food. So
Okay.
I'd go and get a crepe with like Nutella and bananas. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I went to Paris, the only actual Parisian food that I ate was the crepes, the different pastries. But I never went to like eat a real French dinner because I was so excited that there were more options. Yeah, Raisa, I'm seeing some comments popping up here. But in Bologna, we don't have a big variety of food. So I was just so happy to have like really good Indian food and to have Vietnamese. And also, what else did we eat? I think we had Vietnamese, we had Indian. Yeah, I was more interested in eating like food that I hadn't had in so long.
Other cuisines, yeah.
Yeah, because it was in Paris.
Yeah.
More comments. Okay.
So Raisa says Paris is an interesting city. Yes, I'd have to agree.
And we're going to add an interesting city. Good. Raffaele?
In Paris, you can see the cathedral and the Notre Dame. Yeah.
Or the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Depending
on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Raisa does not like the food. She doesn't.
I feel like there are a lot of Italians that would say that the French are not very good cooks.
I think there's a bit of a rivalry, yes, between Italians and French. Yeah.
She doesn't like it. I understand.
She doesn't like it.
It's not for everybody. Lots of butter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my favorite either. I prefer Italian food, but I like, again, in Paris, they have a very wide variety of different food from different cultures, which I miss.
Yes. Yeah. So Pasquale says you can take a trip on the River Seine. Yes, that's a nice thing to do. I've never done it, but that would be nice. Very romantic.
Also this one.
He says you can eat the croissants with an S at the end. When we talk about, when we speak in general, we use plural nouns.
Whoops.
So you can eat the croissants.
Also, I saw another mistake. You can eat without to, Raffaele. To eat, I made a mistake in my. I did it again. To eat croissants. S. I'm typing too fast. Yeah, with can, the verb can, we're going to add the bare infinitive. writing this in our notes, guys. Can
Yes.
plus bare infinitive, which means without. Good.
Yeah.
So
guys,
Jen-
how would you? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
How would you describe the hotels, if you've been or if you stayed in any hotels? What do you imagine they're like, and what's the weather like?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, what else some people already answered what you can do. Raffaele, again, in Paris, you can eat without two. You can eat baguettes, plural, baguettes. Yeah. I won't lie. One night in Paris, there were like fresh, warm baguettes. And it wasn't a big one. It was like a medium size. I don't know. I bought one and I just ate the entire baguette.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just started ripping off pieces and I just ate the baguette by itself.
It can easily happen.
Yeah. I love good bread. So good. Yeah, I think the weather in Paris is normally very cold, at least in the winter. What's it like in the summer? Because I only went in November.
I remember it being quite warm in the summer. I was there from February to June. Okay. And yeah, I remember it did get progressively hotter in the summer. In February, it was quite cold.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I want to go again. I liked it. I was very surprised. And the people were a lot friendlier than I expected.
Yeah, I agree. I remember being in Paris, like having lost my way. I had this big map on me, and literally I would open my map, and a minute later, someone would come up to me and say, "Oh, do you need help? What are you looking for?" Like, it was rare that I would open a map and no one would come and help me, like without me even going up to them and asking if they could help me for that. Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah. When I was there was a store and the store was closed, but there was a little black cat inside the store. And I love cats. So I was looking at the cat. Oh, how sweet. Hello. And randomly, this older woman came up to me and she started talking to me in French. And I studied French, but I don't remember anything. So I don't know French. But I understood like some things. Like she said the cat's name and she told me something about the owner of the shop. But it was just so sweet that this woman saw me looking at a cat and then came to me and started telling me about the cat. And I was like, oui. Yeah. Missy. And I just like walked away. But yeah, I was very, okay, hello, thank you. Right. Like, what can I say?
Giovanna says the food is quite good, but not as good as Italian food.
Not as good as.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree, Giovanna.
I think Italian food is better too, but it's my little secret. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say there are very few Italian dishes that I've tried and I didn't like. Very few. Yeah.
I think for me, one of the biggest, I have more of a problem because I don't like seafood. And so that has been a challenge, especially because if I go to a city that's near the sea, which I love to do, normally the biggest type of food they serve is seafood.
Yeah.
Which is challenging. But I like fried calamari and that's about it.
Me too. No, I have to say, I'm not a big, you would think that maybe I would be, being from the Bahamas, but I'm not a huge seafood fan either.
Yeah, it's the same situation for me. I live like right next to the Pacific Ocean. And so people tell me, you're from Seattle, you should like seafood. I'm like, I don't like seafood. What do you want from me? I don't like it. Some more. Ooh, Giovanna.
Giovanna says, the hotels are clean, but without bidet. Yeah. I understand. That's a big disappointment for a lot of Italians. The rest of the world are not on it with
Bidets, yeah.
including bidets in bathrooms.
They should. I've converted. Okay. I have converted. I like bidets. I miss having a bidet when I go home. Actually, I don't know about you, Jenna, but I think they're the best idea. One of the best ideas for a bathroom. Okay.
Very strict conversation. Raffaele says, in Paris, the hotels are very expensive. Only night in the hotel, about 130 euros. Okay. In Paris, the hotels are very expensive. You can say just one night in the hotel is about 130 euros. Yeah, that's very expensive.
Yeah, we'll put a little correction. Yeah, Giovanna agrees. It is very, very expensive. Yeah, I stayed in an Airbnb when I went to Paris with 3 other girls. So we divided the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then it wasn't terrible. I think it was maybe 3 nights and we each paid 80 in total.
Yeah.
So a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Better to travel that way if you can to a place like that.
Should we look at our next city, Jenna? Okay. So now, guys, let's talk about Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the same questions, but let's talk about a different city. And again, if you haven't been there, that's okay. You can use your imagination. Also, what you have heard about the city, that's fine. Yes, for example, I have never been to Barcelona, but I want to go to Barcelona. But what is Barcelona like? What can you see there? How is the food? What are the hotels like? How expensive is it? What can you do there? And what's the weather like? And also, Raffaele made a comment, maybe in the hostel for, the hostels are better in Paris. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Airbnbs. I recommend Airbnbs. They're still hard to find. Oh, okay. What I do like about Paris, I'll go back to Paris, is the metro.
Oh, really?
Their metro is so good. I thought it was so fast and there was always one near where you wanted to go. I thought it was very efficient. But maybe it's because I'm just not used to metros.
Yeah. No, I think they are very efficient. I remember having to get to class one day or a few days at around 9 in the morning. And oh my gosh, the metro is so packed at rush hour. You can't move. You've got to be like this, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I remember that happening a couple times. People just shove themselves in, but yeah, that's not enjoyable. But I did they were so consistent. There was always a train every 5 minutes. So
Yeah,
that was nice. But okay, guys, now tell us about Barcelona. Have you been to Barcelona, Jenna?
No, it's one of those cities I'd really like to visit, but never been. No.
My roommate studied there, actually.
So did she like it?
Yeah, she loves Barcelona. So I want to go. I'd like to see it. Rafael said, I went to Barcelona 5 years ago. It is a very beautiful city. Okay. Thank you, Rafael. Good to know. I'll put some corrections. I went to Barcelona. It is a very beautiful city.
Yeah, one thing I'd really like to see is all the Gaudi architecture. I think that's one of the things that attracts me. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can say the most to Barcelona, but yeah, one of the things that I find attractive about the city.
Yeah, there's some really interesting architecture for sure. And I like that it's near the sea. That's always something I prefer.
Yeah.
Raisa said in Barcelona, if there are wonderful buildings, I think there are. And careful on your spelling. Wonderful buildings. Yeah, as we were saying, yeah, the architecture, it seems really interesting. Oh, where's Doha? I went in February to Doha. Do you think I'm pronouncing that right? Okay. Maybe very clean, all very nice. All is clean. Order is very important. So it is very nice. Maybe everything is clean. Order is very important. Good, Donatella. Where is Doha in Spain? Is it near Barcelona? I have to
I'm not
excuse my ignorance.
No, me too. No, I'm not sure where Doha is, honestly.
Oh, it's in Qatar.
Okay, that's why I didn't know.
Okay. I was very good. Maybe, this might have been her answer for our question at the beginning for the last holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very interesting. Okay, I've never been there. Raffaele said, you can see the Sagrada, Familia. You can see the Rambla. You can see the Camp Nou Stadium. Interesting. Yeah, all these things I don't know. Tell us, you guys, if you've been there. Give us some good tips. And there is Clean Our Beach. You can.
There are clean beaches. You'd have
Maybe
to say.
yes.
Unless you're talking about one specific beach that was clean, but in general, there are clean beaches.
Yeah. There are clean beaches, plural. But good, Raisa. Thank you guys for writing, okay? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't worry about that. We just like that you guys are participating and writing with us. Donatella. Plague. Hotel. I don't know what word this one is.
Maybe she wants to say beach because plage is French for beach.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you know. I was like, plague. Subway, all on the road.
All on the road. Okay.
Oh, maybe people on the roads, like people walking around.
Yeah. Or that they're all near to the. I'm not sure. Could be that they're all near the streets or near the roads.
Well, good, you guys. Well, keep telling us more about Barcelona. I would think that you can go to the beach. You can see a lot. Oh, you can sightsee. Verb for you guys. To sightsee. When you go to see, you go to look at the important places, the important monuments in a city. Yeah. So I'm assuming you can sightsee in Barcelona and go to the beach, eat lots of food.
Good Spanish food.
Yeah. Rafaele is telling us lots about Barcelona. Thank you, Rafaele. In Barcelona, there is Barceloneta, and there are many bars. Wonderful. What is Barcelona?
No, what's Barceloneta?
Is it like little Barcelona? Is there like a small area? I don't know. Tell us more. I'm really curious now. Yeah. And I'm sure the weather is very warm and hot. It sounds perfect for me because I like
warm weather.
I like warm weather, and I like to be by the sea or the ocean.
What's the weather like in Seattle?
Cold.
Cold.
It's very, actually, it's not that cold. It's just very cloudy and rainy. So it's not, it's kind of similar to the UK, actually.
Okay.
It's very gloomy.
Yeah.
Lots of rain, lots of clouds.
Would you describe it as an interesting city to visit?
Yeah, Seattle is, there's a lot of, there's a lot of culture because it's one of the larger cities of the United States, and it's a port also.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a lot of people that come from Asian countries that come to Seattle. So there's also a lot of Asian food. There is a really, really big music scene in Seattle. It was the birthplace of grunge music. So music is really important in Seattle. But it's also the headquarters and the birthplace for a lot of big companies, a lot of big corporations like Microsoft and Amazon. Also, do you know Boeing? It's a company that makes planes.
Right,
Boeing is also in Seattle. So,
interesting.
And Starbucks.
Starbucks. Is that the first Starbucks?
Yeah. Starbucks started in Seattle. So yeah, lots of really big companies, lots of different like food, lots of music. So it's pretty cultural, I would say. Let's see. Vivi said, don't forget your subject. I have never been to Barcelona, just Madrid. Me too, Vivi. I've never been to Barcelona, but I have been to Madrid. But I would like to visit it. Good.
Me too.
Rafael clarified that Barcelona, I can't say this, Barceloneta, there we go, is a neighborhood. Okay. In Barcelona. Okay.
It's a neighborhood in Barcelona.
Kind of like in Bologna, there is Bolognina. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And Donatella went, good. I went not in California, to California many years ago. San Francisco is on the hill. Yeah, it's on a lot of hills, not just one. Yeah, I went to. Good. Bolognina is a neighborhood. All right. Good, you guys. Wow. We have about 2 more minutes. So tell us some more what you think about Barcelona. Also, if you have any questions about today, write them in the comments. I don't think we have enough time to go to the next slide. What do you think, Jenna?
Okay, let us know if you've got any comment, any questions.
You guys were really good with your comments. Thank you for participating so much. It makes it more fun for us. If people comment. Tell us also what kind of like food, maybe not just in Barcelona, but in Spain. How is the food?
Vivi said something. Can I also say I have never been? No. We always use go to a city. Yeah. So it's not just with cities, it's with anywhere that you go to a place.
Yeah. We would say I've never been to. Yeah. And, ooh, Rafael, great. It's sunny and warm. The weather. Wonderful. Oh, that sounds wonderful right now. Today, it's very cold. Yesterday and today. That's why I'm wearing my sweater. Of course, Phoebe, you're welcome. Yeah, sunny and warm. Also, so you guys know, if you ever have more questions, English questions, you can write on our MySOS page. Okay, it's on Facebook. I'll write it in the comments here. if you write a question, one of our teachers will answer you in English. So don't forget that.
The grammar guru, no? Is that the grammar guru?
They're separate.
Okay, they're separate things, but
Yeah.
still, any questions you have?
Yeah, this one is all the time, but I think I rolled my R's. The grammar guru is only certain days at a particular time. Yeah. And we'll read this last comment from Rafael. Thank you so much for telling us about Barcelona. I can never say this, paella. Yeah. This is a specialty to eat in Barcelona. Perfect. Wonderful. I won't forget that. Okay. Well, we have to let you guys go, but have a good afternoon and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you later.
See you soon.
I did a little